What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be talking about the free card that is coming tomorrow and going over his stats. So again, earlier today we did make a part 2 to the video to the series type thing. Well, we basically just ranted about my team again, but at least it was some sort of constructive, I guess. But yeah, so today we're going to be talking about a free card, and unlike Trae Young from the last season, I'm just gonna say this right here. This card is good. This is a really good card. And there is nothing bad about this Elvin Hayes card. There is nothing bad. Is he the best card in the world? No. Is he a bad card? Obviously not. But wait, I don't know why I said obviously not, because man, the last 2 free opals we've got have been trash cans. I mean, this guy's at Mikan level. He's at Mikan level. He's at Steve Nash level. So for me, that is a huge positive. Before we get on to if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. You'll find more My Team content here than anywhere else. And if you guys want to keep up to date to the game with the game mode of NBA My Team, NBA 2K21 My Team, and My Teams in the future, because, well, I doubt I'll be stopping doing this anytime soon. This is the best place to be. We're trying to hit 365,000 subscribers by NBA 2K22. But anyway, now let's get on to it. Now let's get on to the stats of this card. By it, that's what I mean. So obviously I'm not going to get him on this account. I'm going to get him on my main account. But the stats of this card actually came out a little bit earlier. The Trae Young came out quite late last week, but Elvin Hayes came out with the normal content. So as you guys can see here, again, I'm going to show off Trae Young just to show how bad he is. So you can see Trae Young right here. Trae Young, 99 offense, 95 defense, overall 6-1. He only had 37 hoffs and 17 goals. 17 goals, you got an extra, 11 hoffs. And 98 3 ball, 97 speed, 97 acceleration, 96 ladder. This card was basically a copy and paste of this card right here. And people were worried. People were scared Elvin Hayes is going to be a copy and paste of this card. And I mean, thankfully he's not. So, he's 6'9", with a 7-foot wingspan, 235 pounds, that's good for next gen. Actually, it makes no odds on next gen, because 6'9" doesn't make a difference. 83 ball, which is good. He's got 95 mid, 83 ball, which is not good, but he's got 95 mid. 90 speed, 90 acceleration. But again, with that 83 ball, you can boost that up to, let's just say, even without D'Antoni, there's no point in getting Phil Jackson, because he's the one specific card in the game. Phil Jackson made it to 5 cards when he came out. If Phil Jackson came out at the start of the year, he might have been actually worth it. But just say Vogel +3, because he's a lot cheaper than D'Antoni. And you get a +3 shoe if you can get one on him, because you can get that for 2 or 3k. That's +6 to 86. Floor general goes up to 90. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good 3 ball. So in terms of his, you need to put range on him, which is quite expensive. So unless you're a big Elvin Hayes fan, I probably would not advise ranging him up, because at the end of the day, you can probably get somebody for cheaper than what it costs to range somebody up. You can probably get someone that's better than him. But if you are a big Elvin Hayes fan, if you're trying to make an all-time Wizards team, I'm trying to think, he was really good on the Rockets as well, if I'm not mistaken. But again, if you are a big fan of Elvin Hayes, or you do want to run an Elvin Hayes, he is good for that. He's very good for that. So I mean, it's not the biggest deal in the world then upgrading him, because again, I paid 10k MT to do an exchange for Seth Curry. So look, if I'm paying 10k MT to do an exchange for Seth Curry, I mean, you can pay 10k MT to boost this card up to a very solid card. 96 speed, 96 acceleration. Look at those defensive stats. They're exceptional. They're exceptional inside scoring stats. Every defensive badge. I mean, this card's gonna be good. Ryan Anderson on very quick. Again, he's the only player with Ryan Anderson released, because... Is Ryan Anderson in the game? Is this Dante Exum all over again? What release did they give? Ryan Anderson has got Kobe Bryant base. I was like, oh, is there even a Ryan Anderson card? I wasn't even sure. I completely forgot this card existed. But Ryan Anderson does not have Ryan Anderson base. But Elvin Hayes has Ryan Anderson base. This is Dante Exum all over again. This is Dante Exum all over again. When 2K gave us a fan favorites Dante Exum because they thought we really liked Dante Exum. And not that we have been demanding all year to get a card with Dante Exum base. And they gave us Dante Exum without a Dante Exum base. But Pro 2, Pro 3, he can curry on next gen. Again, the curry's kind of overrated on current gen. This card's good. He's going to corner sit on current gen as well. I mean, he's more than usable. Yes, he doesn't have range. He's like a better version of, say, this Giannis. He's like a better version of this Giannis here. Actually, no, he's a similar level player. He's a better stat size. Obviously, doesn't have the Giannis player build. But he's a similar level player to that Giannis. So, like, I mean, he's not bad. He's not bad at all. Like, I would 100% not be too fussed about this guy right here. Like, again, this could be a start. This could be the start of things. This could be the start of us actually getting good cards for free on a Friday. Because, man, it's the best free card we've gotten so far this season. It was probably... I don't know, it was one of those 2-hour cards. It's probably like Patrick Williams. But still, we've gotten so few good free cards this season. We had so many, like we've had, this is the third free Dark Matter card we've gotten. It's the first one. It's actually not horrendous. So it's a huge, huge positive. So I think that while this card is pretty good, don't get me wrong, he's pretty good. It's not like it's the most broken card in the game. It's a more than competent card. Very, very solid. And a great, great reward for logging in for 7 days. So, as much as, again, everybody is, like, again, probably people are going to want to look at this card and be like, oh, it's not game-changing, let's get angry. Look, I'm going to get angry when I think there's a time for it. I don't think getting angry at Trae Young last week, like, I know Ty did, but again, I've definitely gotten angry at things, for example, that he hasn't cared about, and everyone gets angry at different things. For me, anyway, I'm not getting angry at Trae Young. I'm actually happy with this. I'm not over the moon happy. It's a fine card, but especially because it's a login reward, you don't even have to type in a code, it's fine. But as long as it's not Nurkic. Like, as long as it wasn't. But this was a Season 2 Pink Diamond, so they couldn't really do it. But, like, what I was in fear of was that he was going to get about 35 hoffs. His badges would be, say, or speed would be, say, 85, like 85 acceleration. And then they would give him like 35 Hall of Fame badges, like a 78 3-ball or 3-ball or something. And yeah, I get a 70, 3-ball's 80. But he's great at everything else. And I think this is hopefully a start. We are going to see on Saturday who the card is for next week. And it could be a good start. Like, I was initially more in fear because this card had no precedent. That I was like, normally I'm like, okay, if it's a card, that player that we already have a card of, we have to accept now it's probably going to be a copy and paste of whatever their highest overall card was prior to a Dark Matter. However, this card hadn't got a card since Season 2, so it's actually pretty good. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. Definitely an interesting card right here. Is it the greatest card in the world? Of course not. Is it the worst card? Nowhere close. Is it 100 times better than Trae Young in use of Nurkic? You better believe it. So now that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.